Are we live?
Yep.
Alright guys, hello everyone, this is Ben from Bybit and this is Bill. Welcome to another session of the Bybit Monthly EMA. Sorry about last month, I think we kind of skipped the last month because all these crazy bear market turbulence and I'm glad we're back, and we have tons of product and service updates for you. So let's get on with it. Bill, you want to go ahead with the product updates and let everyone know what it has been released recently in Bybit?
Yeah, sure. So it has been 2 months. There are a lot of new products being released. So I prepared a couple of slides just to go through them one by one. First thing I want to talk about is for the leverage tokens. We have added 18 pairs. So you could see on our website, so the main page under the trade, you will be able to select all these leverage token. So we are currently supporting 2x or 3x for different tokens, like ADA, Avalanche, Bitcoin. There are
I don't think a lot of everyone understand what is leverage token. Why don't you tell people what is actually a leverage token and what does it do? How is it different than?
Definitely. So it's a very simple product. You could basically just view it as a spot market. It's just like a token, right? But it actually amplifies the return for a certain asset. For example, if Bitcoin goes up by 10% and you are buying these 3 times long Bitcoin leverage tokens, your performance will be up 30%, and vice versa.
So basically, we're amplifying the market movement by 3 times.
Without actually using derivatives. It's just like a token.
So you never can be liquidated, basically. It's still a spot pair. Right?
Yes. On the back end, there's a lot of hedging and using the derivatives. But for the users, you don't need to really understand all that part.
Right. So if I want to long, I just buy the long token. If I want to short, I just buy the short token.
Yep.
It's same as holding a spot pair. The mechanism is all the same.
Right. And we'll gradually add more pairs.
I think the reason we're adding is because it's becoming very popular, right? Especially in this market condition. So if you haven't checked it out, do check it out, guys. The unique leverage token on Bybit. I think the liquidity is very good. Right. So do check it out. Okay?
Actually, I think there's currently running some campaign as well. So if your trading volume of this leverage token surpasses a certain amount, you will be given up to $500 in USDT.
Very good.
So,
awesome.
Okay, moving to the next one, that is the copy trading. We are keep improving this product, and currently there will be a upcoming referral program. Basically, if you are a user that you refer some people to do the copy trading as a follower, you will get some actual bonus. And also, if you refer to us some principal trader, the master trader, you will also get paid for doing that. So copy trading is basically under the derivatives page, and you click on the copy trading, and you will see that there are just many of the principal traders. I see many of the traders here being their threshold is being met already, so you cannot copy them anymore. Because we only allow like a certain amount of people to be followed. For like a certain principal trader.
CEO Jeff Bezos. Very nice.
So it's a cool name.
I think we're gonna gradually release the threshold so that more people is allowed to follow.
Right.
I think one of the major kind of update we did to copy trading is for the master traders, or you are the signal providers. You can now use the Bybit meme trading interface to release your signals. Basically, you go to our derivative page to do your regular tradings, and your signal will be provided. So previously, it was a dedicated window, and we had a lot of complaints that it's not convenient. So we have changed that. And I think what's upcoming on the copy trading is that we are going to implement our spot market. So for any providers, master traders, you can actually now soon show people your spot portfolio holdings, and people will be able to follow your portfolio holdings. So I think that's some great features is coming up, right?
Yep. And now you could also sort all these principal traders based on different metrics, different perspective, like absolute profit, follower profit, 3-week win rate, and 7-day win rate. So there are more metrics for you to select from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think our goal is to eventually evolutionize the copy trading into a social trading platform.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll give the followers more tools and weapons to filter out the signals that you want, and also more visual analysis, graphing, data crunching kind of tools for you to analyze your signals. I think on top of that, you see a lot more risk management tools to help you to take profit or stop loss with different criteria has been set. So we're working on that, but copy trading has proven to be quite a popular feature, and it's been welcomed by our community. So do stay tuned in that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So next one is about options. Actually, today we got a special guest to demo us about the portfolio margin feature for the option trading platform. But I will leave that part later after I finish all the previous points. So next one is the P2P trading. We have added 33 fiat currencies with more than 330 payment methods. So to serve people all over the world. And then the next one is our multi-asset mode. It's basically called a unified account feature, which allows you to use your Bitcoin, Ethereum as a collateral to open up positions in a linear perpetual swap, like the USDT and also USDC contracts. And currently, the API just went live and open for the testing for the public. So if you are API trader, you can already testing this out using this new multi-asset mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the end, we call it multi-asset.
It's called a unified account.
Right.
Unified
so I think
account.
we should change the wording here. It's called a unified account, guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically one account. You can use multiple different tokens to trade as collaterals to trade our linear peers, right? So as Bill is showing you right now on the screen,
Mm-hmm. This is our testnet. Yeah. So
right.
Yeah. So you need to open it up. Currently, there's no UI on the mainnet. It's just only for API users.
Okay.
Yeah.
So gradually we will release the UI and phase it out to all the retail
Right,
users.
right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So next one. I said actually before I move to the next one, there's an important product need to be demoed that is recently we launched this margin trading for the spot. So let's do a demo here, I guess.
Okay.
So under the trade, you could do this margin trading. We currently support BTC, Ethereum, XRP, and a couple of few theirs. You just click up on it. And then here on the upper right corner, you could enable the margin. There's a terms and service.
Cross margin, basically.
Cross margin.
Yeah.
Basically, you could lend money to trade. And then acknowledge, activate. There's a small quiz that you need to acknowledge. And then after that, you will be able to use it. Okay, so there's some tutorial on our blog page as well. So you will learn all this stuff. So you could see this one is the normal spot trading button, and this one is the margin 3x. Do you want to do a live trade here, or maybe show the user? Let's try to maybe buy some Bitcoin. Let's just put 0.01 Bitcoin. And then you will well, in this case, essentially because there's enough balance here, so you will not to lend the money. But for example, currently you only have like 23K in the account. 3x will enable you to buy up to 60K or 70K Bitcoin. So I guess I will just
it's not 23K, it's 23 million.
Yeah, it's
no, it's 23.
Oh, I see.
Okay. But yeah, guys, in case you didn't know, the margin trading is actually getting very popular. And previously, we only had the isolated margin system, and we recently just implement the cross margin for our spot. So, like what Bill showed you, go to the spot page and click on margin trading, and you'll be able to enable your cross margin. And with cross margin, do we limit the list of collaterals people can use, or is pretty much whatever you have is based on?
Yeah, basically whatever the major coins will
major
also
coins,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So
if you have some big coin, then you could.
Yeah. So whatever you have in major coins in your spot account, we'll be able to use it as collateral to place trade.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's come back to the next slide. So we also launched this VIP program. So currently we are adding this BitDAO token, the holders incentive program. Basically, if you hold more than 50K BIT token, you will be qualified as VIP 1. 100K will give you VIP 2, and 250K BitDAO tokens will qualify you as a VIP 3 at Bybit. So it's just something actual. That while you are participating in all these Launchpad projects, you could also become VIPs at Bybit. So we recently just added this criteria. Okay, so the next two things is about Bybit Earn. We have added a fixed term savings for 30 days and 60 days staking period for Bitcoin, Ethereum, DAI, and USDT, 4 major coins. But we will gradually add more tokens there. So if you feel this bear market is a little bit stressful, you could try this fixed term saving. Just keep stacking the sets. And we also launched this USDC 5.5%, which is super competitive, flexible saving. To our users, and currently, like I see the number is reaching like 80 million USDC. So there are a huge amount of people participating. USDC is a much safer option for stable coins. So definitely, I think people love this product. Okay, so the next one, moving to the leverage liquidity mining. I'm gonna do a quick demo here as well. So it's under the Earn tab. You just click on the liquidity mining part, and we have added a few more coins like Avalanche, Dogecoin, Polkadot, Matic, Solana. One important thing that I really want to mention here is like unlike a pure DeFi automated market making, there are many of the coins that is not available in today's DeFi world. But they are available at Bybit because on the backend side, they are using the perpetual swap to do the dynamic hedging to synthetic this automated market making strategy. So that really expand the coins that we could offer to the customers for this great invention of AMM pools.
Right.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Okay, so moving to the next one, that's another very cool product that is gonna launch under Earn. That is called Shark Fin, which will be launching tomorrow. So tomorrow you will be able to see it. But to ask what is a Shark Fin, I could do a very quick explanation here. This is in a traditional world, people call it a structured product. But it's actually quite straightforward. It is just your payoff will be dependent on the price of Bitcoin or a certain asset by the end of by the end of this period. Essentially, for example, Bitcoin is if the price is below 44K, you will basically get a minimum 2% yield on your investment. If the price is between 44K and 48K, then you will get a maximum of 19%. And then if the price is below 48%, you will get an enhanced yield of 8%. So on this chart is very clear describing your payoff. Essentially, it's helping you to do a synthetic trading So it's very convenient, and also most importantly, this is principal protected. You will never lose money on it. If you put $1,000, the minimum amount that you could gain is $1,000 multiplied by the 2% minimum yield on the amount of period that you are subscribing to this product.
What's the capital? Is it Bitcoin or a stable coin?
It's a stable coin.
Stable coin?
Yeah, that's actually a unique offering in the market. Currently, we are probably one of the few platforms that could offer in stable coins. Most other guys, they only allow you to subscribe this product using Bitcoin or the coin itself.
This is actually in the back end is option trading product.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
So we have a very strong option platform, and this is using the option vehicle there.
Very good.
So we also have the Bybit Shark Fin. That's similar, but it's just when you have a more bearish view that you could try this out.
Right.
So the product is gonna be available to the public tomorrow. I'm very excited for that. Okay, so let's move to the next page. So Ben, you want to talk about WSOT?
Yeah, I think WSOT has successfully completed. It was the World Series of Trading, the big competition that we promoted during the whole past months. In the end, we got almost about 70,000 traders, which was almost the 98% or double of the 2021 numbers. We managed to unlock the highest prize pool, which was the $8 million prize pool. Multiple countries and a lot of teams that participated. And obviously in total, like we promised, a portion of the total prize pool will go to the UNICEF in donations. So about 400,000 in donations is going to happen. Okay. And there's currently, I think, after party going on. It's a free Apex NFT cashback rewards kind of prize pool competition is going on. If you were one of the traders participated, thank you for your participation, and hopefully you'll gain some prize in your team or your individual performance.
Okay, so by the way, for this WSOT after party, we're launching a campaign that is ongoing right now for the Gradebot, which I really want to demo here. This is a really cool product that we have promised to our users for quite a while, and it's finally here. So it's under the trade tab. Go to this trading bot, smart trades made easy, and then you will see this page. So let me create a trade bot right now,
Sure.
which is really simple. Here, I will just create a Bitcoin one. Now you could see, you select the pair. There are 4 steps to make a grid bot. And then you decide the upper limit and a lower limit. So maybe then you want to give me like a lower price. So grid bot works 18?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what's the upper limit?
26.
26, okay. So we automatically help you calculate the number of grids that you could place in this range.
Yeah.
So if basically the price is ranging in 18,000 to 26,000, you're gonna keep just doing the arbitrage using a machine. I usually prefer to place a lot of grids because that's actually increase your efficiency of doing this arbitraging. Okay, so per interval is $100.
Yeah.
And then you wanna, how much you wanna invest?
50,000.
50,000.
Yeah,
okay, that's okay. Let's try that. So we could just click one button here, then confirm your order. Okay, check the range, check the number of grids. So basically per grid you will get 0.5% to 0.7%, and you just click create now, and then it is all set. So this one is currently running, and then when you click on the detail part, and then you will see this one is being running, and you could on this positions page you see you have like a 60 grids that you preset, and then you have the buy order and the sell order. They added up to 60, and you could see this machine where this bot is helping you do the work.
Very good. It's like hiring someone 24/7 trading for you.
Exactly. Exactly. It's so simple to use.
As you guys can see, this product is actually getting very popular, especially in the current market condition that the market is really kind of fluctuating in between. So the great bot is literally helping you to define the grid that you define, and helping you to the buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell, and take profit in doing the arbitrage. So it's been, I think, very popular. And what's the future plan on this? How are we going to improve this?
Yeah, so for this current spot grid, we're gonna add more advanced parameters for users, more professionals, like the take profits, stop loss, and limit order entry into the market, etc. So that the more professional players will also find it very useful. And then we're gonna build the DCA, the dollar cost average, which is basically another type of bot. And then we're gonna, apply the same methodology to the perpetual swap trading as well. So we're gonna have like a perps grid bot as well. So it's just and by the way, we have built like a pretty smart, set of parameters based on a lot of data and back testing. So if you don't know how to build a bot yourself, you could also choose to this option of autofill. You could just do a bit one, and then they will recommend some grids based on previous 30 days data, and then put the amount of money that you want to invest, and boom, it's all
There's
set.
also a copy feature, right?
Yeah, that's one I also want to talk about.
Yeah.
So currently you could see like all these bots running for different period of time that you will have APR. So you could sort them, and sometimes, for example, this one is running like this Apex token for 1 day and give you a pretty nice APR, and you could just copy it, simply put the amount of capital that you want to invest, and then you are all set. So very easy to use. And we also have like a very active Discord community now. So if you have any questions, or if you find some other hobbyists who wanna study about this great trade, how to set up parameters, talk about the tokens, you could join this Discord as well. It's just super convenient. Yep. So I guess that's for the grade box.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, so there's another one. We launched this campaign calendar under the rewards hub. So this, we are running like many of the campaigns all the time. So sometimes users are complaining like, how could I find some extra benefits if I'm using the platform? So now here you go. You get this aggregated place called a reward hub. You actually have a calendar here. So you could click on the join,
awesome.
and then you could just join it. Now you trade 3,000, and then you will win an airdrop for the leverage token. So that's an aggregate place. If you want to participate in any sort of activities, you could find it here. It is on the upper left corner under reward hub. Okay, so today we actually got a special guest, a financial product expert, Hengzai. And he's gonna demo us the portfolio margin feature on the option platform. Okay, so Hengzai, you could come here. Okay.
All right. So this is the testnet, right?
Yeah, this is the testnet.
So Hengzai, why don't you introduce yourself to the audience?
Sure. Yeah, hello everyone. This is Hengzai from the financial product team. So today I'll be introducing you guys the portfolio margin that was recently launched under the USDC derivatives ecosystem. So since it was launched, it has drawn actually a lot of attention from the industry. So because now traders, they can trade both options and perpetuals under one account, but with significantly reduced margin. Yeah.
I think we should tell people, I think within 2 months, our market share on the linear option USDC has jumped, surpassed most competitors, and we're now number 2 in the world in terms of trading volume and open interest.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So Hengzai is going to show you guys how this works.
So first of all, I'm gonna talk about what portfolio margin is, and then maybe the benefits of portfolio margin, and lastly, I'm gonna show you guys how to get started with portfolio margin mode at Bybit on platform. So what portfolio margin is? So I believe most of you guys might know the regular margin. So compare with the regular margin, which calculate the margin requirements based on each individual level. And then it simply aggregates each position's margin as the total margin requirements. Portfolio margin, however, It evaluates the overall portfolio risk and by calculating the most likely loss that could occur in your portfolio, and then based on a series of hypothetical market scenarios and a number of risk parameters. So, for example, I know it might sound a little bit tricky or not that straightforward. So, just for example, so if you have a perpetual position in your portfolio, then we will calculate the profit and loss that could occur for your perpetual positions if the underlying asset price move up, move down, or stay unchanged. And in our case, the underlying asset is the market price of the BTC perps. And then for options, we go one step further. So besides we simulate the underlying asset price movement, we also simulate the implied volatility, because options is much more complicated, and the implied volatility is one of the most important factors that affecting the option pricing. And then, so that's the general idea of the portfolio margin, and it's a general calculation. But what are the benefits of portfolio margin? So what type of investors should use, and what type of investors should not use portfolio margin? So basically, portfolio margin increases your capital efficiency and also lower your margin requirements. And so in general, as long as you have a portfolio with offsetting positions, then portfolio margin is your best choice in terms of the lower margin requirement and the higher capital efficiency. And just one last thing to add, portfolio margin is not suitable for all types of investors. So if you're only speculating on the price movement, then portfolio margin does not guarantee the lower margin requirement and higher efficiency. Okay, I think now we can just jump right to a demo. Right here, can audience see my screen? Right?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Cool. So here you can see I'm under this, so here is the USDC derivatives option page. And now you can see I'm under this RM, which means regular margin mode. And right now I'm gonna create two positions here to see what is the margin under my regular margin mode, and then I'm gonna switch to portfolio margin to see what the new margin requirement would be, and then you guys can tell the difference. So right here I can just place these two options order here. So I'm gonna buy 21,000 call option, and at the same time short one position of this 22,000 calls. Okay. All right, now you can see here I can place two orders at the same time, so it's a cool function here. So now you can see I've created two positions here, and my margin requirement is 3,600. And now you can see actually these two positions, they're offsetting positions because I'm long one call and short one call. For example, when the market moves up, my long call would make a profit, and my short call would incur a loss. But on the regular margin, it does not consider this offsetting stuff, because it calculates the margin like individually based on each position. So now you can see, remember this number, 3,600. And now I'm gonna switch to portfolio margin and then create the same exact positions there. All right, so if you go to here, you see there are three requirements we have to meet before switching from regular margin to portfolio margin. So the first requirement is you have to maintain 100 USDC in your USDC derivatives account. And speaking of this minimum requirement, I think now this minimum requirement is the lowest among all the crypto exchanges, because the reason we set so low, because we want to encourage investors to try out this portfolio margin mode, and also at the same time to educate investors to invest more wisely and smartly. We want to add in this portfolio mode to their investment tools so that they have different weapons in their warehouse under different market conditions. And also the second and third requirement would be there's no open positions or no open orders. So I'm gonna close my positions here so that I can switch to portfolio margin. So now you see I can switch to portfolio margin. Now I'm under this portfolio margin mode, and I'm gonna create the same exact positions as I did on the regular margin. So I'm gonna buy this 21,000 call, and at the same time I'm gonna sell this 22,000 call.
It's gonna be a sale, right?
Oh yeah,
on
yeah,
this
yeah.
side,
All right, buy this one,
Yep.
sell this one. Okay, looks cool. All right, it looks like, one second, it looks like there's one position has not been filled. Let me cancel this one. Okay, I'm gonna buy this 21 again. Alright, yeah, you see now I created exact same positions as I did on the regular margin, and now you see the margin requirement is only like 400, so that's around like one of nine of the original margin requirement. So how did this happen? So you can go to this portfolio margin tab. This detail it will break down like the calculation for you. So for example, I'm just gonna really quick go through this one. So right now in this P&L, you see I have two call options. Then as I said, it's doing like two layers of simulation. The first layer is by simulating the underlying price move from if the market moves down by 50% all the way up to if the market moves up by 50%. I mean from negative to positive 50%. So and with 3% as increment, so that's gonna be 11 scenarios in total for the underlying price movement. And at the same time, for each underlying price simulation, there are 3 IV simulations. So when the IV goes down, when the IV unchanged, and then when the IV goes up. And then you can see here is where the offsetting and the hedging part happens. So so for example, for this number, when the underlying price does not move 0%, and then when the implied volatility goes down, my long, this is my short call. My short call would make a profit, but my long call would incur a loss. But they offset each other, and here is the sum of the P&L for these scenarios. And then we calculate the 33 scenarios, and then we select the max loss under each underlying simulation. We put it here, and then we use the maximum the max loss as the margin requirement, as the maintenance margin. And then you use this number times 1.2 initial margin factor. That would be a total margin requirement. Okay, and there's one last case I want to show you guys. So for right now, you can see if I want to make my margin even lower, I can use a perpetual to hedge against my options positions. So now you can see right here in my account my total delta. The delta exposure is the positive 0.08. So if I go to the USDC perpetual, if I short 0.08 here, then I'm gonna even decrease my margin requirement further. So now when I go back to this page, you can see it dropped from 300 to 100. So that's the beauty of portfolio margin. When you have less portfolio exposure, then the less margin requirement. So I think that's all for me. I want to share with you guys. I hope you guys now have a better understanding of what portfolio margin is, and if you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out, this portfolio margin mode under the USDC derivative account. Yeah.
Thank you, Hengzai.
Yeah.
Thank you for the sharing.
Yeah. Right.
It just, for me, it looks like the magic. Basically, after you enable this portfolio margin, your margin requirement has decreased dramatically, so that you will have higher this capital efficiency. Really cool feature for the professional option traders. Okay, so I guess that's it for today's updates from the product side. Okay, so let's come back to the live questions, I guess.
Yeah.
So you see these questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's pick a few good questions to start with. Yeah. Okay. What are the chances of your exchange following the path of Celsius, Voyager, and etc.? Is Bybit safe? Can you tell and ensure us how your funds are kept safe on Bybit? Okay. So yeah. I think fundamentally Bybit as an exchange is quite different than Celsius or these type of banking service product. We do make our fees on transactions, and actually we have never used or touched our client's fund. And all of our clients' fund are kept safely in our multi-signature code wallet, which is traceable, and people actually can see how much coins is stored in our wallet. So for that, I think we always keep our top priority to make sure that our clients' fund, internal policy is that we can never touch it. We simply let it sit there. Although I believe in the most traditional sense that the banks actually use your savings to deploy your savings to other products to give you the yield and whatever. But if you noticed, a lot of even on Bybit Earn products, it's within the platform, such as providing the liquidity and doing the arbitrage and the Shark Fins and all the structured products. So yeah, in one sentence, that we simply don't touch clients' fund, and we are still very cash flow positive. It's unfortunate a lot of the players got flushed out this bear run, but I think we are going to move out this bear market stronger.
Yeah. I guess I will pick next one. What are your plans for the coming months and years? The current state of cryptocurrency market is not very encouraging. What is your plan for the future, and how will you obtain liquidity to go through the bear market? As an exchange, we will just keep building new products and offering diversified financial products to our users. So even now it's a bear market, but you could, as a trader, you could still use the perpetual swap. And also, if you prefer like a safer options, you could do the Bybit Earn, like fixed term or flexible saving. Or if you feel the market is gonna be up and down in a certain range, you could try the bots. So our mission is just to provide the best quality product to the users to go through all different type of markets. I guess that's the plan.
Yeah, I think building a solid exchange, make sure we are the gateway for people who enter crypto or the future of Web3. That's one of the directions we're pursuing. We're going to present more products to be more crypto native. We are going to embrace Web3 as a whole of Bybit. So I think more of that kind of product will come out. But again, like we mentioned today, all these products that we've been released is really trying to help clients onboard into crypto and offer them a place that they can safely trade, and they can safely select the pairs that they want to trade. So I think that's kind of the general goal. And luckily, we are one of the largest exchanges, so we do have quite a bit of liquidities. And so even in this bear market, our liquidity is still one of the best.
Yeah. So next one, so once someone use high leverage, I believe Bybit offers up to 100x, and the market turns against them and they get liquidated. Where do their account funds go? Does Bybit have the ability to trade against its own users in order to force liquidations? So for this one, so the perpetual swap in the crypto industry, there's actually a very transparent way of doing liquidation. And then the money will go to the place called insurance fund. So everything is very transparent. You could view how much amount is being in that insurance pool. And also, everything is systematic. There's no human or actual trader being involved.
I think what the client is asking is where the lost money went. I think to answer it very straightforward, we are exchange. It's a peer-to-peer system, right? So
right,
if you think of a stock market, wherever you trade, Nasdaq, and it's going to whoever you're trading with on that moment, your order that got executed. Now, I do have, people do ask, is there a possibility that Bybit is on the other side? And if you look at Bybit Web Exchange, we have an open API, and we actually have the best, the biggest institutions globally trading on Bybit, whether it's Tower or Jump or Citadel and all these guys. And it's very obvious if people are trying to front run on these type of things, and we actually do have the best reputations for being completely transparent and open. If you connect to our order book, you'll see everything is there and the data is out there. So I think that's the business model of Bybit is to make the transaction fees.
Yeah. There's the next one. Will there be any kind of compensation for traders who lose funds while following principal traders?
Actually, this is a good question, but I mean, this is why we set up all the risk management tools for our clients when you follow principal traders. And we want to give you more tools to analyze your principal traders. But ultimately, it's the client's decision to follow, and you bear the consequences, whether it's a profit or it's a loss. So it's a fair market, and since your loss does not come to Bybit, we will not be able to compensate that. It's a fair market transaction. So do use that product on your own risk and the benefits, and choose your principal trader wisely. Yeah. It's the same with any trading, right? I think just always do the risk management.
Yeah. We'll pick the next one, I guess. One will Bybit launch its own NFTs with ability. One will we have native iPad app. So for NFT, we actually already have like an NFT marketplace. That you could actually go on the website. So under this, the page, there's actually a separate tab for NFT. You could click on it. It's also available on the mobile. So currently we have already supported deposit and withdrawal of the NFTs. We are working with more and more this third-party NFT or branding issuer to have more assets or good NFT projects on the platform. So it's keep building and keep growing. So when we have a native iPad app, I guess we'll start to looking into that. So previously we checked the data, not so many users are trading on iPad. But if this is something that users want, we will definitely re-examine the situation and to see if what we could do there. So then you want to answer this one about Bybit card?
Yeah, so I think one of the users asked, when is Bybit card coming out? It's coming out this quarter. We've signed a deal with, I think, MasterCard to release the card. So you'll be able to deposit your stable coins, and also since we do have the universal account, and also we are launching the borrow and lending platform, meaning that even if you have some other tokens, we'll be able to do a simultaneously transition into a stable coin for you to pay at a restaurant, go to the supermarket to buy it. So you'll be able to enjoy all the perks of like any credit card of MasterCard. On top of it, we're planning to offer you some really amazing credit system that the moment you spend, you get some purchase payback in cash form or in bit token form. And also a different tier system with up level black card, diamond card. But I think that's all pretty amazing to coming up. So stay tuned on that. I think we're gonna for sure release that this quarter. Yeah.
So next one I will pick. Will Bybit be listing more USDC derivatives? 100%. So we have actually been quite supportive on the adoption of USDC as an alternative stablecoin option. So currently we have 5.5% USDC saving product. We have many of the USDC spot trading pairs. We also have this very unique USDC option offering, just like what Hengzai demoed, we have enabled this portfolio margin for the USDC perpetual and USDC options. That's probably the only place that you could gain this functionality worldwide in crypto industry. For this answer, we're definitely gonna add more USDC derivatives in Q3, and then also enable altogether with this unified account portfolio margin to create a very capital efficient place for the professional traders.
Yeah, I think alongside with that, more spot pairs going to be listed. We are working very closely with Circle on the USDC adoption. So moving forward, you'll see a lot more cross collaboration between Bybit and USDC. I think we definitely think USDC is becoming a very major player, and yeah, we would like to support that. Okay. Let's pick another question.
Yeah, sure. Maybe this one related to Bit token.
Okay.
When does Bit burning start?
I think it already started.
Yeah, it's the buying back. Yeah, that's what.
For that I'm not too sure. But the buyback the buyback
it's the same.
started.
Similar.
Yeah. I think the Bit community is going to start a proposal to burn whatever they bought back, and hopefully we'll see that soon. Yeah.
So I will also follow up on this. Any new upcoming features product for Bybit? So we'll keep building new stuff. So a couple things like the one that I just mentioned, the trading bots. We're gonna enable traders with more automation tools, and also how this unified account feature to enable more capital efficiency. Also, we're gonna have these crypto loans. Essentially, you could, if you don't want to sell your cryptos, you could put down your Bitcoin or ETH as the collateral and start borrowing money, like USDT, to do whatever you want. So that's also another cool product. On the innovation side, we're also being very interested in exploring building products in Web3 and all these like a decentralized technology as well. So there will be some cool products being built out in the category of Web3. So do stay tuned on that.
Some people's asking me, what's my verdict for this weekend Grand Prix Hungary, the Formula One race. Hey, I think Red Bull's gonna win. They've had an amazing year this year, and we're lucky enough to be their main sponsor for this year, and I think it gave us tons of exposures, and yeah, I'm pretty confident that the Hungary GP, the Grand Prix, is gonna be pretty amazing. Also, very much looking forward for the Singapore Grand Prix, and I think a lot of our Bybit people is gonna wear our Bybit shirt to watch the race. That's one of the requirements to wear the T-shirt of Bybit to go and watch the race. Yeah. Okay, I think we're towards the end of this AMA. I think tons of good products, and we've talked about quite a bit of new updates. So guys, if you liked our products, go do check it out. And we have a lot more coming up, so we'll stay tuned and see you next month, same time. Okay?
Yeah, see you guys.
Thank you. Bye.